What's going on, everybody? Dana here with another late night session in the garage, and today I am hoping that I have everything to do with the fuel line system on the car, and I'm actually just going through my box right now to see what I have going on and see if I have everything to do the fuel line. I'm not sure if I said fuel line tuck or fuel system, but fuel system. So I have my box here. Let me scramble through it and see what I got. A bunch of miscellaneous lines from a lot of fuel line tucks and shit I've done before. A lot of stuff from the wagon truck. But yeah. So let me show you this real quick. First and foremost, real carbon fiber CT Engineering Supercharger cover. Not 100% sure if this will clear the hood, but I mean, what's gonna clear anyways, right? But yeah, so that's gonna go on right there as soon as fuel system is done. Beautiful piece. This is kind of like icing on the cake. But I don't know if you guys noticed, I say bottom a lot, and I don't know if it's because I'm thinking about butt or what, but so for my brother's car, we are rocking the Ktuned fuel pressure regulator with the Ktuned liquid filled fuel pressure gauge. Come on, can you please focus? There it is. And I'm running a Russell inline fuel filter. I think it's a height. I think it's 100 micron. And these fittings are just a bunch of fittings that I had from, like I said, previous tucks and stuff like that. I'm not running the cheap regulator like the one is in my wagon. I don't know if you guys remember, it's blue, and this is also blue, and it's the eBay special JDM Sport. But I removed this to build my own fuel line system on my wagon. But so from my brother's car, this is part number for the regulator and gauge combo is 15 combustion. Okay, and for my brother's car, I had two options. I think I had, let me see, no, not this one. Where is it at? Let me see. Huh. Kind of dark. So dark. Okay. Trying to find this fitting. So I had this one. This one also came off the wagon donor wagon vehicle that I had. This is an adapter to the stock hardline. You can see I cut the hardline off right there. This one has a compression, like a brass compression ring or whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure this one's already been compressed. The hardline still fits in it, but if I was to use this one, I'd have to go to like a Pet Boys or something, or auto parts store, and get another whatever. So let me toss this on here real quick. Ktuned fuel pressure regulator. I'm putting the 90 on there, right? And then I am rocking a Karcepts fuel rail. Now I don't know reviews on these. A fuel rail is a fuel rail to me. Mine is an eBay one. This one's Karcept. I know I didn't get Ktuned or anything to match this, but everything was bought from JHP USA. So I was just matching whatever was cheaper, so we didn't have to spend too deep into this build. Sorry. So coming off the fuel rail, it has fittings. The Karcept, like every other fuel rail, comes with 3 inlet outlets. I'm blocking this one off, blocking the bottom one off, and I'm using this one over here. The thing about the K series, when they come stock, they only have one line in, one line out. one line in, which is also the same line going out. So I'm routing it the same way the OEM style is. Instead of mine had a fuel filter coming out this way here, and then it goes to the regulator, then it goes out. So I'm running a 45 right here, and most people put their fuel pressure regulator sitting all the way in the corner here, like mine, or over here, whatever. I'm not trying to run a giant long ass line to the regulator and then over there. So I'm running it, the 45 goes to the fuel pressure regulator right here. The regulator is going to be mounted somewhere right here on the firewall, something like that. I'm probably gonna have it so sitting like that. I'm gonna make a custom bracket for that. Then the hard line is gonna be like so, and I think I'm gonna be running, based on what I have, I'm actually wanting, you see how the bottom one right here, it's a -6 to a hose end, and then this 90 up here is a -6 to a -690. I think I'm going to be running the shorter -6 coming from the bottom here with another -6 transition right here, and then another -6 into the hard line here, instead of running a hose, a really short hose in between two fittings to the fuel filter. I know I'm recording really closely here. That's just one thing I really hate about the iPhone. The video goes automatically zoom in as soon as you... Alright, so going inside the car, I'll show you where the hard line is at. I think, let me show you this real quick. I think if I just cut off this bracket right here, okay, this bolt originally sat right here, so if I just cut this bracket off, I might be able to get away with putting the headlight back on, but still got to figure out the hood situation anyways. So I'm gonna grab my needle nose here. So inside the car, now that everything is gone, I don't know if you can see it, so there's this matte looking thing right here. I don't know what this purpose is, but I don't know. There's these little tabs on the top. So Doc, pull it to release that mat, right? And then there's these little plastic looking things. I don't know how you take these off, but what I'm gonna assume is that shit's plastic. It'll strip if I just tug on it enough. So I'm gonna put the needle nose up in there. I don't know if you can see it, but put it in there. It's a little biscuit. Oh, well, you look at that. So that's one. Now I'm trying to get to the hard line here. So the second one is over here on the firewall. Oh, that came out pretty easy. Well, there you have it. There is the hard line. The one on the right that goes to the canister, and it goes to the fuel tank. I think it's like an air ventilation or some shit. The one on the bottom is the fuel hard line, so that's the one that we're gonna need to pull out, flare, and then bring back into the engine bay. So I don't know how you take it apart. I'm just gonna go ahead and just tug on everything. I know these you can slide it up or open it up, and then, you know, I'll just open it up with not much effort. Put a flathead in there, pry, this shit comes out. I went to the engine bay, push the grommet inside, and you can pull, this hard line in. So I'm gonna slowly bend it so it's aimed towards me, so I can get a better grip on this hard line when I flare it. So yeah, I'm gonna flare that line right now. Get yourself a heavy duty flaring kit. This is steel. I got this. This is a rigid from Home Depot, as well as, or I think this is from Home Depot. I don't know where I got that from, but I don't know if you can look that up, if it comes up anywhere online. Anywho, get this rigid hardline flare, whatever you want to call this. So I'm gonna be running these two, and then where's my tube? I'll be running this guy here. So this is what I'm gonna need. Oh, where's my tube cutter? Oh, and then you have the rigid tube cutter. Got this from work. I'm not gonna say where I got it from. Great company. Don't work there no more. Don't care who I do. I miss it, but life goes on. So yeah, I'll give you guys a brief explanation here. You take this, you put it on, you tighten it up, you turn it, keep tightening it as you turn, do a cycle, turn it, do another cycle, turn it, and then eventually it'll cut into the hard line. That'll come out. This will come out. So I shown you guys earlier, the grommet sits here. So I probably want the fitting to sit somewhere in the same area. So let me see here. So I'm probably gonna cut it about 1/4 of an inch and then start my flare somewhere around here. So after you do that, you cut it off, you put the sleeve in first, and then you put the you put the tube nut in first, and then you put the sleeve, which is the blue part, flare it, and then that should be that, and I'll show you that after I do this. Okay, well, I ran into an issue. You can see I split it right there because I had it sticking out too far from the tool here. It's supposed to stick out like a millimeter or two when you flare it. I had it out like 2 mils, and it over flared it and caused a rip right there. But I'm gonna cut that back out and then re-flare it again. Okay, so cut off that piece that I'd split on somewhere. I re-flared it, and you can see the tube sleeve here. It's tapered on the inside. You can't. I don't think you can see it. But yeah, you can see it goes right over that. The flare goes in here. Where's that flare at? Right here. -5. It sits right in there. And then tube sleeve. It's gonna lock that mother sucker in place. So yeah, I'm gonna push this right back into the slot here. Let me see. I'm sure I can do this with one hand. Or not. Son of a bitch. Sorry, I'm recording like a bunch of randomness here. Yes, son. So that goes like so. Get it back in the original spot here. Let's see if I can try to get it in place. If I can get it in place. Come on, buddy. All right, maybe I'll just try 2 hands. Hard line back in place. So this goes right back up, back into these slots, folded upward. Same thing for this one. You got this little plastic thing. Push that sucker into place. Missing one more. Push the sucker in place like so. And there you have it. So much easier with the heater box out of the way. And there you have a really long ass fucking hard line. What the fuck? Oh. Okay, you may have to rethink this a little bit. Man. Alright, I'm gonna do some brainstorming. Alright guys, so based off the hose ends that I have, rerouting my fuel line game plan. So originally I had fuel rail going to the right side of the regulator, and then I had the fuel filter on the left side, but it was too close and I didn't have fittings to make that work for being as close as it was coming from here to here. But I have this that was already pre-made, and it was long enough to just kind of where the regulator was originally planned to be mounted at. It was long enough to just kind of go up a 90 to another 90 to one side of the regulator. And then this, I really don't like the curve. I kind of wanted it to be straight, but it kind of works out being in this position based off the fuel line stuff that I have. I kind of don't like that traffic right there, that little intersection, but I guess if it works, it works, right? So I'm gonna do some mix matching again, see if I can try to change the setup. But if it's this is the only way to do it based off what I have, this is how I'm gonna leave it, and then I'm gonna finalize it. But yeah. Game plan changed again for the line, and it really bothered me that the line was curved the way it was in the last clip here. But I don't know why people keep coming here. It's a dead end. But it's a chick though. Maybe she can come through right here and we can hang out. I don't know. But anyways, so I routed the line originally back to how I had it, and the reason why I had issues was because I wanted this line to be straight, right, to the firewall, causing a small gap between the two fitting and the hose coming from, you know, you can see it right there if I threw a 90 coming out that blue fitting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it out a couple more inches this way and mount it right here. I found an aluminum 90 in my scrap bin, so that's going to go on the back side like so. That's going to go back here like that. That's going to mount in place. That's definitely going to give me a good, I don't know, maybe 5 inches of room to play with. So I'm going to take off this end right here and shorten it, and then rebuild this line shorter. But first I'm going to mount it so that way it's stabilized, so I can get a somewhat accurate length to shorten. And then that should wrap up the location for the lines, the regulators, and all that shit. Cool. All right, so bracket is mounted. Looks really good. 1 bolt on the top, 2 on the bottom. The O-ring is not in there. This is not finalized yet. I just want to mock up everything. Make sure everything's good. I don't know why you're so complicated. Anywho, this is gonna go in right here. I can live with that, even though it's not straight. And then, oh shit. Oh shit. I do not know where the rest of my fuel line is at. Oh, camouflage. This is gonna go here like that. Let's see if I have another 90. Oh, I have a 90 right here. So that's gonna go on like that, and that's gonna be somewhere like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape that up, put a mark on it so I know where to cut it. Grab some tape here real quick. So it's gonna be somewhere like that. I'm probably gonna guesstimate, throw a little bit of slack on it. Probably a little bit more forward. So yeah, somewhere right there. Now I'm gonna take off this line, go modify it. Come on, dude. So yeah, that's how much I need to shorten it. I'm gonna tape this straight, cut that, remove this, or use that other 90 I had over here somewhere. Build this line real quick. I know I don't have the proper tool and clamps to do this, but this works as long as the hose is not moving and it's still threading down. Should be okay. I've been doing this way for the longest time. I haven't had any issues, knock on wood. But here I am going to be bolting it down to the filter, to all my okay. This is going to go around. Now I slacked it a little bit purposely because you don't know how much slack or play or whatever. And there you pretty much have it. Mr. Russell. Straight down like so. So that's that. And I do have the -6 and -10 for valve cover bungs and stuff, but -6 for the fuel. This is what I'm going to be using to tightening all this down the fuel system is all said and done. But so yeah, on to the return, wherever that dash 4 went. Lost that piece too. I kind of feel that the return line is a dash 5 as well. You can see here I cut the nipple off, and the regulator has a dash 4 on it. So I figured, I mean, Ktuned should know their shit. If the return line is going to be a dash 4, it's going to be a dash 4, and that's what I got. So I have this. This is what I was originally going to use for the fuel in, but it was too long. So now I'm going to put this. Oh, where'd it go? Damn it. I'm going to put this on the hard line. And then I'm going to compress it with this guy and this guy. It's going to be a dash 6. Or it's going to convert that 5 to a dash 6. Right? And then I'm going to put dash 6 to dash 4 on that hard line, return line, that converts it to a dash 4. So now I can build a dash 4 line from the return to the bottom of the regulator. But I can't finish that line tonight because I only have one fitting. So I'm going to have to go to Pep Boys tomorrow to see if they have either a 45 dash 4 or a straight dash 4, then finish building this line for tomorrow's video. But I'm at least gonna convert the hard line to a dash 6, get that flared in there, and then finish mounting everything else. And yeah, fuel line. I'm not 100% sure if that compression ring is down far enough into that hard line, but it's on there. It's tightened as best as I could without busting a knuckle. I was hitting pretty much everything that was around here. So now I'm gonna put this dash 6 to dash 4 on here. That allows me to do a dash 4 line. Come on. Anyways, so dash 4, I don't know if I'm gonna leave it pointing up and do like a 45. I don't know, do a 45 out around, or bend it down and go from underneath, going straight across and then up here. But my fitting is a 90. So I might even, I don't know if you want that higher than the regulator, but it was already higher than the regulator from OEM. So I either gonna run the 90 here or run the 90 here. So if I do the 90 here, that means I can go straight across. That's not gonna work. If I bend this downward, because you can bend that, if I just bent it, maybe I can do a straight shot straight across. I don't want to be in the way of the booster. Maybe I'll get a 45 like so, then go that way, or get a, I don't know, what is that? This is a 90, maybe whatever degree they have after a 90, and have it go over the master and then straight going in here like that. Then this 90 becomes useless. But so yeah, I'm not going to worry about the return line. My explanation right there, you can kind of get the idea what I'm going to do as far as routing that one. I'm gonna have to go on to like Summit Racing and see what kind of degree they have for the dash 4. Other than that, it's getting late again, super late today, going to work, trying to stay up and edit videos. And so that's going to conclude this video. I hope you guys build your fuel line tucks with confidence. I'll try to list all the parts below in the description for all the fittings you need to do this, and I'll also include the write-up on how to do this. Like I said, same thing for B to K. It's no different. They all have the same, you know, fuel filter, fuel line regulators, fittings, hoses, and stuff like that. But so yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up right here.